Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com and use code AUDIO for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com and use code AUDIO at checkout.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, max out your savings. The more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Plus, get free home delivery on any smart bed with base. Limited time. Check it out at a Sleep Number store near you or at sleepnumber.com today.
Okay, what about telling people? Is it okay to invite people and be overly excited about the soberversary with people that don't drink?
Okay, this is the problem. We did discuss it briefly yesterday on our little day out, Hamish, is that I talk too much about sobriety to people that don't give a shit. So the perfect example was me at a kids' party on Saturday morning, and I was chatting to a woman, hello, how are you, where are you from? And I got a message that came up on my phone while we were chatting, and it beeped, and it was from someone going, I love your podcast, da da da. And I showed the woman the message.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I said, oh, look at this. I get these lovely messages because I'm excited and I'm proud and I didn't know what else to talk about. I said, oh, look at this lovely message I got. I said, I do a podcast and I get these lovely messages all the time. And she was sort of like,
yeah,
I don't give a fuck. Like, why are you
standing at
showing
the
me
bar.
that? Yeah, it was, yeah. I went really red because I knew that I'd overstepped the mark, which I do all the time because I get excited and go, oh yeah, we get 100,000 downloads a month and la la la. I'm socially awkward anyway, but then when I don't know what to say, I brag about being sober.
Yes.
It's an issue for me, Hamish.
It's
I'm embarrassed by
interesting, isn't it?
myself.
I guess, yeah, if you were to meet someone new and have our conversation with them, it would come up.
Oh,
I'm
God,
not
it would.
sure if it would for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's good or bad. Like, it's awesome that you're proud of it. And then I do a podcast for a job is a cool conversation.
Yeah.
Talking to people about jobs is pretty dull, but a podcast is like something to cling on to and actually have a fun conversation about.
Yeah.
And it does open up interesting conversations. People then, who aren't sober often tell us about their path to maybe thinking about being sober.
Yes, I mean, that's why I do
it does
it, I
open
think.
up good conversations. I do get more bad, awkward reactions like that than good, positive ones.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I'm learning a little bit to try and keep it in, but I get very excited because I'm proud of what I've achieved in this 5 years.
Yeah.
I want to blurt it out. I want to vomit it on people. And it is really embarrassing and I've got to stop doing it. It's just, I don't know. I think it's important to pick your crowd on this one.
Okay.
I agree that most people don't really care, which is a shame. If somebody told me, I don't know though, if I was a drinker and somebody said it was their soberversary, I probably would have turned my back and walked away on them, quite honestly.
No, you're polite. You would pretend to give a shit.
Maybe. Yeah, my pride spills over sometimes and it makes situations very awkward, Hamish. I will tell anyone that listens, but I think I need to start stepping back. I want to be a bit cooler about it. And so if they ask me what my job is, I will tell them, but I'm not just going to go, hello, I do a podcast, it gets 100,000 downloads. And blah, blah, blah. I just get overexcited. It is embarrassing. And I do apologise to anyone that's had to experience that, but I will try and do better.
I don't think you could be cooler. I think you just are the level of cool that you are.
Oh, yes,
And
I
then
like the way this is
that's
going.
just the way that you have to live your life. I don't think you can pretend to be... I don't think you can practice cool.
I think, Hamish, it has also something to do with our people-pleasing episode because, I went to this lovely evening the other evening, which was this paint and sip for my friend's birthday, but I do find myself filling in the silences quite a lot. It's just a habit that I have. I want to make people feel comfortable, so therefore I talk probably when no one else is, and I shouldn't be. And it is part of my people pleasing, and sometimes that means I have to bring up things that I'm doing because I don't know what else to talk about.
Yeah.
And that makes me look probably a bit self-indulgent, whereas in fact I'm just trying to ease the evening and make it a bit happier for everybody. It's a bit confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing.
Okay, I like having these conversations with you. You do always make me feel better. So let's talk about triggers quickly. A sober birthday can be a huge trigger for some people.
That was actually my first thought when you said I want to do an episode on this. I wondered how many people relapse on a soberversary because you're proud of yourself, you're celebrating, you've saved X amount of money, you've saved X amount of calories. All of that can build up to go, God, you know what? Maybe I have been sober for 5 years. Maybe I can just have one. Like maybe I've cracked the back of it. Is that the saying? Broken the back of it?
Crack the spine?
Maybe I've just cracked the spine. It feels like you're bending a book backwards to read it too much.
Opened a new chapter?
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
You're in the book world right now.
Break a leg, Hamish.
No, that's theatre.
Okay.
So, I wonder if people then get this sort of false confidence on a soberversary and think maybe I can go back and just have one.
Yeah.
Just have a glass of champagne to celebrate and then relapse. That was my first thought when you talked about this, and I'll be interested to know how many people have actually done that. How many people have relapsed on that big day? Have you met anyone who relapsed on a birthday, or did you on a soberversary, or did that thought ever even creep into your mind?
No, it's never crept into my mind personally, and I haven't met anyone that's relapsed on a soberversary, but I'm sure it does happen all the time. I definitely agree with you.
Like your experience, you had a bad one. On a day when you're, God, I can't even celebrate this. Like, remember, I quite early on my sobriety had that really good day in my career, and I couldn't celebrate. I didn't celebrate.
You didn't know how to.
Yeah, Liz was in bed and Sunday was in bed, and I was just home alone, and this is so crap.
Yes.
And then thinking, a day like that, if it was times a million, it's your 5 years soberversary, and you've got nothing to do and you're bored. Yeah. It could easily happen.
It could easily happen, but I think the further along you are, the more you know that alcohol is not going to add anything to that situation. Yeah. So it's completely pointless. But if you are feeling like that you feel like you might have one on your soberversary, go and listen to our episode called Why One Will Hurt, because that will give you all the answers to why you shouldn't have that drink on that day. Yep, seeing those big numbers, Hamish, in your app and those days stricken off the calendar can make people feel in need of a reward, as you say. You might find yourself needing a drink on this day more than the previous 3, 6, 4. I actually had to look up the days of the year. Yes. I had to Google it, Hamish. Is that something? Is that an age thing?
What did you think it was?
I thought it was 352.
Okay, yes, you weren't miles off.
What are there 52 of? Is it the letters in the alphabet?
Yes. I would say yes. I'm not going to count now. It's not great audio.
No, it's 27, Hamish.
Oh, then what's 52?
I can't believe there is something that's 52 days in the year.
It's just the alphabet twice.
It's 52 is a number, isn't it?
There is a significance of 52.
I'm blushing, aren't I?
I used to live at number 52.
Oh, there you go. 52 Acacia Road.
Englewood.
Banana Man lives there.
Just revealing addresses here. Don't come knocking on our old doors.
Yeah, don't come knocking on our doors when it comes to maths, alphabets, anything to do with anything smarter than the ABCs. We're not here for you.
No, and that does bring up an interesting thought.
52 weeks in the year.
That's it. I bet everyone listening was going, obviously it's weeks of the year, you plonkers.
People are going to be tuning out right now. They're going to be switching off.
It took us that long.
These idiots. What is 52?
It's not the alphabet twice. It's weeks in the year. Okay, that is embarrassing. That kind of makes your 352 days in the year less dumb.
Yes,
you are in the right ballpark.
That's made me cry with laughter.
Is that the dumbest thing you've ever Googled?
Yeah, I think the dumbest thing I ever Googled was actually how many glasses of champagne can you drink when you're pregnant?
Oh, it's good, that. Yeah. It's good. I just hopped on before this to check what's the dumbest thing I Googled this week.
Yeah.
God, firstly, my Google searches are dull.
Right.
What's the nearest Coles to me came up more than once.
No, that's not dull. I find that
Coles
interesting.
is a supermarket
here.
Yeah,
how far was it? 1.7K?
It depends where I was.
Okay, yeah.
Because it came up more than once.
Yeah.
No, but I guess the most fun one was how did Ed Sheeran injure his foot?
Oh, okay, yes, because me and Hamish both went to the Ed Sheeran concert this week as well.
Yes.
Yeah. How did he injure his foot?
It was 2016. He basically took a year off travelling.
Yeah.
And he was in Iceland, and which is like the first place that they went, him and his girlfriend at the time. And he was seeing all these geysers. You know the geysers?
Oh, like dodgy geysers.
Yeah, like dodgy geysers.
Yeah.
So geysers are hot springs that sort of burst like miniature volcanoes, I guess.
Yeah.
And they stink, by the way. Which must be sodium.
Eggy,
Sodium.
Don't try.
Let's not. Sulfur.
Sulfur.
We'll Google it. And he went off the track, said, "Don't come off the track," and he did go off the track, and his foot went into a geyser. Oof. and he burnt, like he said, when he pulled his sock off, all of the skin came with it.
Oh, that's gross. Like a skin sock.
Yeah, like a skin sock.
Oh, gross.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Like a skin sock?
For Hannibal Lecter's, I think.
Okay. So yeah, that's what happened to his foot.
Okay,
so not the
interesting.
weirdest thing I've ever Googled, but just a little insight into my week.
Yes, it's fascinating, Hamish.
There's quite a lot Googling that night.
Yeah.
How much does it cost to rent a stadium?
Yeah.
How much does Ed Sheeran get paid to do a night at a stadium?
Yeah.
How many people fit in the Suncorp Stadium?
Yeah.
There's a lot of Googling that night.
Why is a t-shirt $75? That was my
Is that
Google.
what it was?
Yeah.
75.
$75 for a kid's t-shirt, yeah. I got one for my son.
I got 4.
Yeah, I got 4, yeah.
Absolutely minted.
It's blowing out. It's my soberversary, wasn't it? Yeah. I just wanted to add a little thing here that I think it's important to say. It's not just the celebratory side for me about soberversaries that's important to me. It's also a form of mourning a former identity.
Yeah.
It does sound a bit morbid, but it's not, I promise. Ruminating about how I was before alcohol and during the darker times, I actually enjoy a little bit. It's a bit strange. Those thoughts and emotions can make me feel a little bit sad, but simultaneously remind me of how far I've come. I think it's good to remember the past if it's not a trigger, and remember it now with pride and an understanding that this was my path and I had to tread it to get exactly to where I am today. And I'm grateful for my alcohol issues. I think that's a good stage to get to, is to say I'm actually grateful. I don't have any regret, because it means now I can tell my story and help people.
Yes.
So do you see what I'm saying there?
I see what you're saying. Actually, this came up yesterday. So yesterday, Vic and I had this weird day when we basically went to Melbourne for
2
hours.
Yeah.
There's a new airline where we live, and they did their first ever flights to Victoria. That's not why we got invited. It wasn't
because my name is Victoria.
So we got flown down, and it was an early morning flight. And at 9:30, the person in the row behind us said, "Is it too early for a drink?" And you're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe people are thinking about drinking at this time."
Yeah.
And my thought was, "Oh God, like, does that annoy you? Like, would that ruin your day that everyone around us is going to get pissed today because it was free drinks?" And you're like, "No, it's just huge relief that I don't have to think about that anymore."
Yeah.
I guess that's sort of what you're talking about here,
Yeah.
is being grateful that you're at this stage now where you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yes, and I think everyone will get to this stage. If you're sober, I know it feels difficult at the beginning, but the further you go with it, the more relaxed you become about it. And when you see people drinking, instead of being triggered or feeling annoyed or wanting a drink even, you just go, "Oh, I'm so glad I don't do that anymore. What a relief." Because I know their day. They were like thinking about wine at 10 o'clock in the morning. Then they're going to be thinking about the next one. And the whole day sort of evaporates around them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just becomes focused on the booze. I'm so glad to be looking beyond that now. It's a really interesting topic, this, actually, because it makes you reflect on the past, and it can make you feel sad, but that's okay. Just to sit with those feelings and let it pass, and be grateful for who you've become. Once you've felt the feels, it's a great idea to distract yourself. Like, once you've sat with those feelings, you can reward yourself in different ways and choose to look forward instead of backwards into old habits.
So let's find out what some of the options are to help plan a fun and rewarding sober birthday.
Do something that you've never done before. Like, nothing life-risking. Don't do bungee jumps. That would be a shame to your eyeballs to plop out.
Oh, you could do a bungee jump.
Yeah, oh God. For me, I'm saying I wouldn't do a bungee jump. You can do one, but don't do one because I've said we should do one.
What have you never done before that you would do?
Eat a whole packet of Brussels sprouts.
Interesting.
That's about as risky
That's
as I
as
go.
rock and roll as it gets.
Yeah.
You know, I went rock and roll yesterday. I had a coffee at 1 p.m.
He's crazy, man. He had a coffee at 1 o'clock. I saw him doing it. I was thinking, Jesus, this guy, he is off his nuts. I thought, I did think to myself, should I have one? Should I have one? No, that is way out of control.
Didn't
and
sleep
guess
last
what?
night.
Didn't sleep last night.
I was like kicking myself.
Fragile little boy,
That's
aren't
the price you pay for being rock and roll. I get it.
Coffees after lunchtime.
Like, me and Keith Richard have got a lot in common. I get it.
Yeah, he snorted his dad's ashes. So I don't know whether you've got that much in common.
And I
with
drank
it.
coffee after 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Potato.
So similar, you guys.
So
Yeah.
yes, doing something you've never done before. The next one is games night. A little games night with some close mates.
I like that one.
Yeah.
I love a games night.
Would you go Twister? Or
No.
are we like Scrabble?
No, I'd go Trivial Pursuit. I'd go General Knowledge quiz.
Okay.
Yeah. Love
yeah.
a quiz.
All right.
Yeah.
Third Love makes better bras, period. Third Love was founded by women who were tired of settling for bras that were just good enough. Each piece is made with the highest quality materials to solve for the fit issues so many of us face. Get extra lift, smooth out back spillage, and so much more. All in over 60 sizes from AA to H. They even have exclusive half-cup sizes, which means if you're in between sizes, you can get the perfect fit every time. Stop settling for average bras and get solutions made for your body. Get $15 off your purchase at thirdlove.com with code PODCAST15. Third Love, your best fit awaits.
You buy a pair of socks, that's 2 socks. You buy a pair of Bombas socks, that's 4 socks. Because one purchased is one donated. Socks are the #1 most requested clothing item in homeless shelters. So when you buy a pair of super comfortable Bombas socks, you're also donating a pair. Bombas customers have powered over 150 million donations. So Bombas would like to thank you 150 million times. But we only have like 30 seconds. Go to bombas.com and use code AUDIO for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com and use code AUDIO at checkout.
Mocktail party, great idea.
Yes,
did it at
you
Christmas.
did it at
I love a
Christmas.
mocktail party. Just with some sober mates, I would recommend.
Not now, though.
Because the
Sugar-free.
drinkers will just be like, oh, for fuck's sake, you know. Where's the vodka?
True. Have a dinner out with those that matter,
Yes.
but choose somewhere shit. It's what we've learned
Yeah,
from
choose,
music.
choose somewhere cheap.
Yes, and
Cheap
choose
and
somewhere
cheerful.
generally that maybe you've been there before.
Yeah.
And you know, hey, it's crap, but so the prices are low.
Yeah.
No disappointment.
I've written there, a long walk.
It's too dull.
It mean,
It's too dull.
I mean, that is what I did on my birthday last year, as I went for a long walk.
Were you alone?
No, I took some mates with me, went for a lovely long walk. Actually, that is my ideal,
Yeah, that
is a
is
long
nice.
walk now. Yeah, sad, isn't it?
I've just started watching an English TV show, and they're always on long walks at night.
Oh, I'm watching it too now.
Happy Valley. Oh,
Yes.
they're not always on long walks. They're very rarely on long walks, but the last episode of series 2.
Okay, I've seen series 2, yeah.
I'm literally not giving away anything. They went for a walk.
They went for a
But they
walk.
walked through Yorkshire Dales and they were wearing wellies and Macs. And I was like, God, I miss those walks.
Do you know
walks
what?
here are bloody hot.
The only reason I watch those shows because me and John go like, oh God, England. Like
Yeah,
they do the opposite.
It doesn't sell it.
We're
And
like,
I
look
love
at the rain. It's
Yorkshire.
raining all the time. And like, God, it's never sunny there, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I love Yorkshire. So I'm like selling England to Liz through that show. And the show paints England bad.
It does.
Obviously, it's about murderer, but it's
Yeah.
like grey
That doesn't help.
and raining and often like misty through the Dales.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks bleak.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, a long walk, a painting class.
Yeah,
you
which
could
I
do.
did this week,
You
which I
did.
thoroughly enjoyed.
You did the paint and sip without the sip.
Yep. And everyone was drinking kombucha, and I thought it made me realise that I was always the drinker. Actually, no one else was drinking.
Yeah,
so
that's
there you
quite
go.
nice. Really, any class can be fun though. You could do axe throwing, pottery, crochet, whatever tickles your turnip. How much do you enjoy writing that?
I just knew you hadn't seen it, and I was waiting for it. It's made me cry.
You wrote it this morning.
Tickled, yeah. I did it last night. Tickled your turnip, dear, oh dear. A comedy night. Good idea. Something to make you laugh.
But I used to work in a comedy club, very booze soaked. So you've got to be
yes.
pretty confident if you're going to do a comedy.
Yes,
I would
with
say.
any of these, like try, maybe avoid places that are really boozy.
Yes, any show in the city. Vic and I did a show this week.
Yes, that was a good night out. A night away with a partner or friend, or
Yep.
with a stranger would be a good idea as well.
Lovely. Check local events. Oh, you could go to a sober event. We've got our sober event coming up.
Yes.
We've done it. Yes, we'll be coming up on this episode.
Yes, actually, we've got an event coming up on the 27th of April. You can go onto Eventbrite and search Sober Awkward, and you'll find us doing a live episode of the podcast in Maroochydore. So
Yes.
go and buy tickets for that. There's 25 tickets left, guys. What's next, Hamish? Oh, a market. Go and wander around a market. Buy some turnips. That is what we recommend.
That's it. That's the best way to toast a sober
Basically, anything turnip related
Yes.
is what you should do on your
That's
soberversary.
it. That's the key.
That is the key.
Go on a shopping trip.
Sober meet-up breakfast. Love meeting sober girls for breakfast. It always makes me happy to share and listen to stories about sobriety. That I think sharing your soberversary with sober mates
Yeah, they get
is
it.
going to be much more betterer, much more better than having it with mates that still drink. Just because you can just relax and talk about alcohol the way that you want to. Make a cake,
Make
Hamish.
a cake.
Yeah.
Make your sober friends a cake.
Make your sober friends a cake and have some time alone reading a book on a beach.
Yeah, that's
That sounds
nice.
boring, I know. Well, go on. What do you think about that?
Some of those to me sound boring, but I guess that in itself is the point.
It is the point.
Celebrating sober often will be more boring than perhaps your life before. So you need to reframe what you think of as boring. You need to reframe how you celebrate. You probably need to even reframe what boring means to you.
Definitely.
Because going for a nice walk is not necessarily boring when the alternative is pissing on a policeman.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, yeah, you've got to kind of like definitely reframe that and remember why you're not drinking in the first place. If you take yourself back there and go, well, what's better exactly? Wandering around a market with some lovely friends with a coffee and a smoothie and having nice conversations, or dancing on a podium and then being sick on your jumper.
Yeah.
Like you've got to compare the two. And if it takes you a few minutes to sit down and compare those and choose the right one, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to stop fantasizing about what alcohol was. It wasn't this amazing thing that made you a better person. It made you ill and probably mentally ill and gave you anxiety and all of these other things. You've got to remember the reality of it, I think.
And it's taken Vic 5 years to figure out exactly how she wants to celebrate this day. So don't beat yourself up. You don't get it right the first few years.
No. Keeping it simple with uncomplicated people is a good way to ensure the day doesn't trigger you and make you want to drink. Do cozy things that make you feel content and leave the chaos to the drinkers. It sounds silly, but holding the hands of my children is enough for me now. That is what really makes me happy.
You've got 3 children.
Yeah.
2 hands.
One holds each leg.
Oh, right.
Well, yeah. I just lie on the floor like a starfish and they hold me.
Whilst you just weep and shake. Yeah. I'm quite surprised, to be honest. Like, I always imagined that you would go massive for the days. You love parties. You love hosting parties.
Yeah.
So I thought this would be just another reason to do one.
Me too, but I'm finding the longer that I am sober, the quieter I become. I love that content line now, Hamish. I don't feel the need to be impressing others or shouting from the rooftops anymore unless I'm at a children's party and in an awkward situation. This podcast and my book have done enough of that. And I'm starting to see how Lucy felt when she stopped doing the podcast.
Yes.
She felt like that she had talked about sobriety. She had done her bit, then she put it in a box and put a little bow on it and put it into part of her life. And I can see how that happens for people. You've talked about it. You know, I obviously love doing this podcast and I'll always do it and talk about it. But I do know how people feel when it becomes just a part of their life rather than the main show.
Yeah. So it seems that in early sobriety, you may want to have a big shindig, eat cupcakes until you're sick, down mocktails and dance until sunrise. That was my plan anyway. And that can be great. You know, go mad if you want. You deserve to celebrate this wonderful achievement.
Yeah, and I agree. Sobriety is hard, much harder than following the crowd and being a sheep and going to the pub every weekend. Quitting, sticking to it, and all your hard work en route must be celebrated in some way.
But as time passes, you might find that the need slows, and some time by yourself to reflect on the changes you've made with a book on a beach might be the only celebrating you require. Whatever you feel, sit with it, think about it, and do what makes you feel relaxed. Don't plan a massive party if it's going to trigger you. Remember your boundaries and celebrate your soberversary how you want to. I think now, Vic, we will imagine you on a beach later on this afternoon reflecting on the last 5 years. But can you tell me and the listeners what this time has taught you and how it has changed your life?
Well, I'm just going to skim through these really and just say, like, all the highlights for me is that I just live a more content life. Now, I'm full of pride. I'm surprised at what I've achieved. I'm more present and in love with my family. I'm quieter. I'm happier. I don't really get anxiety anymore. I have boundaries. I know who I want to spend time with. I enjoy working on the bits about myself that I don't like. I appreciate simple things. I love writing. I love podcasting. I love life now more than anything. And knowing my kids have a choice about alcohol, that's the huge one. I mean, they're massive, all of those things. All of those things that I've listed are things that were never in my life before because I was so preoccupied by alcohol. And now I just have a much more functional life where my brain works and I'm happier and I know what I want and I can see a future for myself. Whereas before it was just all drowned out.
And I guess as every soberversary passes by, all of those feelings will only get more exaggerated and more extreme. You know, your 10 year soberversary will just be more of this.
I hope
time
so.
too, yeah.
Yeah, I hope so, Hamish.
Well, your kids might be teenagers then, actually. You might not like them as much.
Yeah, probably. What about you? You're nearly 8 months. So
Yes.
What have you loved so far?
So, firstly, sober people get 2 birthdays, which makes me feel like the queen.
Yes, you are a bit like a queen.
So, yes, I like that straight away off the bat.
Yes, queen.
Thank you. But yeah, for me, it's been about time. I think being sober gives you a huge amount of time that you would have been in pubs, time that you would have been thinking about drinking, time that you would have been hungover. Suddenly you've got a lot of time on your hands, which I really, really enjoy, particularly given the fact I now have a young family. So I want to be around more for Sunny and more for Liz as well, trying to be a better husband. It also gives you that opportunity to get a load of new hobbies.
Yep.
Mostly yours are around turnips.
Yeah.
Mine have been around other things. And yeah, like I've said this before, but it is the thing that I think of the most in sobriety, which is that giving up booze is the least interesting part.
Yes.
It's everything that you learn from giving up the booze, which has been interesting for me. Being more confident, enter a situation sober that I would have drunk 100 times out of 100 before.
Yes.
And knowing that I'm a sort of round enough and interesting enough person without booze to be able to hold myself in conversation with anyone. So
that's a huge lift. That's a huge confidence lift, that. Yeah.
And I think a lot of us don't have that confidence and probably don't even know that we don't have that confidence when we're drinking.
Oh, yeah, until you give up and then you realise, actually, I could have done this my whole life without alcohol being involved.
And I also feel a lot of pride in the fact that I am doing something, and many of you listening are doing something that most of the world either aren't doing or can't do.
Yeah.
You know, you're really doing something that millions of people find too challenging to even think about doing.
Yeah.
And that's really nice. It's a nice, rewarding feeling.
That is a lovely feeling, Hamish. I forgot to mention some of the people on Cuppa had written to us.
Yes.
To tell us quickly about some of the things they did on their soberversaries, just to give you some extra ideas. Somebody says a healthy dose of self-love. We know what that means, Hamish, don't we?
I didn't want to say it.
A hot air balloon ride. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I've never done one of those.
I reckon I'll buy myself some new trainers and go for a meal. Someone else says a tattoo.
Okay.
A tattoo's a good one. That might be a bit of a challenge for us one day, Hamish. No. We could go and get a tattoo. Have you got any tattoos?
No, I don't. You?
I've got a few.
Do.
Yeah,
you got feet.
Yeah. Other people said, I bought myself some jewellery, a heart pendant. Mm-hmm. Somebody else said they went to a pottery class and a drawing class. Someone said they ordered an expensive watch, which was to commemorate the occasion. I like the passing of time. A watch is a good one.
Anything that you buy yourself that is an item, or like the tattoo, or something that you wear, like the pendant, quite nice. It's quite a nice way to sort of remind yourself. It is. Every day, something that you wear every day.
There's so many others on here, I can't even read them. Somebody else bought themselves an Apple TV. So I thought it was a good one. Massage comes up a lot. A beach walk and chill. Someone else is going camping. Gemstone jewellery. I mean, if you can afford that, of course, amazing. And book a family vacation if you can. Brilliant.
Yeah, booking a holiday is nice.
Booking a holiday is nice. I'm just going to end on a quote here, Hamish. Well, I got some cheesy ones today because I thought for the soberversary, you've got to have a few cheesy ones, haven't you? I chose sober because I wanted a better life. I stay sober because I got one. Yeah, that's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
End it on that. That is true. That's true for everyone I've ever met that gets sober. It always is the better option. Shall we go and paint the town red now, Hamish?
No, we're just going to paint it a light ochre.
Oh.
Yeah. We're just going to highlight it gently.
Okay. But at least we could get some coconut water and some sugar-free jammy Dodgers on the way home.
Now we're talking.
Yes, that'd be
now
good.
It's a party.
It is my birthday.
Yeah.
Bit of jammy Dodgers on my birthday, innit? Thanks for listening, everybody. And happy soberversary for anyone else out there. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you're questioning your relationship with booze, you're struggling to moderate, or your hangovers are causing anxiety, it might be time to reach out for some support.
Yeah, just talk to a mate about how you're feeling, contact a local doctor, find an AA or sobriety group. Vic's got one.
Yeah, just head to www.cuppa.community.
Remember, if you're questioning yourself, it might be time to seek support.
Even though this journey can be awkward, it is definitely worth it. And if you've enjoyed the Sober Awkward podcast, don't forget to review it, rate it, and share it with your mates.
Do they have to share it with their mates?
Yeah, of course they do. I'm not doing this for nothing, Hamish. Bloody hell.
How do they share it?
I don't know, just write it on the...
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states. Skip the gym, not the workout. With Hydro, you get a full-body workout in just 20 minutes, hitting 86% of your muscles in one smooth, low-impact motion. And now there's the new Hydro Arc, Hydro's most advanced rower yet. Arc introduces Hydrometrics, tracking your power, endurance, and precision every time you row, so you can actually see your progress. Go to hydro.com and use code ROW to get $100 off any Hydro rower, including Arc. That's HYDROW.com, code ROW.
Your business is one of a kind, so your website should be too. With Wix, it's easy. Almost too easy to create a website that's perfectly yours. Just tell AI what kind of site you want to build or choose from thousands of templates. Change whatever you want, whenever you want, and get everything you need to start running your business your way. No matter what you sell or what you aspire to be, you can do it all yourself on Wix.
So, as you probably know, my comedy memoir, 1,000 Wasted Sundays, is officially out. All my magnificent fuck-uppery in one awkward hit. If you'd like to get your hands on a copy, it's now available from all good bookstores.
We always say all good bookstores, don't we?
Yeah.
Are there bad bookstores?
No, it's probably ones with moody sellers.
Oh yeah, really depressed librarian folk.
Yes,
okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah. So there are probably some, but we're only storing it in the good ones.
It's only made it into the goodies.
You can also get it from all good online retailers. The print version and ebook are out now, and the audiobook will be available in March. I've been writing my memoir for 5 years. It will make you laugh, cry and cringe, and hopefully inspire a few people to reconsider their relationship with booze. If you love the podcast, then I think you'll love the book, even if I do say so myself. Hamish has read it. What did you think?
I feel like I know a little bit too much about you now, to be honest, Vic. Look, I really loved it. It was hilarious and surprisingly moving, but I feel like I've seen you naked in a literary sense. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's worrying.
Yeah. From an emotional point of view, seriously, it wobbled my teeny weeny wooden heart, Vic.
Okay.
My teeny little wooden heart.
Well, his wooden heart is broken. Anyway, so if you do manage to get your filthy mitts on a copy, please do me a favour and head to goodreads.com and give me a review. Doing that will help me get it out there to those that need a bit of sober support. So there you have it. My story, unwanted warts and all. Come and get awkward with me.
Not to be too demanding or anything, but seriously, go and buy it now.
Yeah, go and buy it. Go and buy it right now.
Yeah, don't just tell your friends, buy it, and then buy your friends one or two.
Yeah, don't give them a copy, buy it. Yeah.
And you know what? Don't be careful where you store it. If you lose it, you can always buy another 5.
Yeah, buy another one.
Yeah.